I developed an interest in becoming an entrepreneur at such a young age. My mother was an entrepreneur herself. She had 3 running businesses that were doing well. So I was always curious of how she did it, which is why when I joined college, my interest in becoming an entrepreneur became more serious, especially when I started feeling uncomfortable asking my parents for pocket money. So I started selling mahamris. If you're watching this video and you're in college with me, you may or may not know this to be true. But I did sell mahamris for my pocket money because let's be honest, girls, we need some extra stuff like tampons, makeup, fixing our hair and things like that. So there's just those extra stuff that I was feeling embarrassed to ask my parents for. So I started to do the business. And for a few months, it did well. I had a good relationship with several shops in my neighborhood, which I was distributing the mahamris to every morning. I used to wake up at 3 a.m., bake, and then distribute to as many shops as I could. Guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me once more. If you're new here, please make sure to subscribe. Stick around and watch until the end of the video. Now, at the beginning, I mentioned that my mom is a major inspiration, and I often told myself, if she can do it, then I can do it too. She used to buy us books at an early age, and my interest in reading books, I think they began at that time, from bedtime stories to romance novels, sci-fi, comedy, thriller, you know. But then since my interest in being an entrepreneur was growing, I started realizing that business books gave me an independence on how to have a better understanding of investment and entrepreneurship. Our 20s are our most important foundation if we want to grow and have financial freedom. Seeing that both my parents invested heavily, I wanted to separate myself from what they own and work towards what I can own and call it something that I did by myself. I have also learned that regardless, it doesn't matter who we are, our age, because with the right motivation, we can start anytime, no matter what. To the younger generation watching this, vunja mifupa kama bado meno ipo. To translate that, you have much more strength and time and opportunity when you're younger than when you're older. So maximize on that. So point number 1, relationships. Please check the video on the 7 books that changed my life. One of the books was How to Win and Influence People. Now, it's often said that if 3 of your friends are broke, you're next, you're the 4th one. It's similar to birds of a feather flock together, but I'm gonna stress on this: quality people. Have people who challenge your thoughts and offer better alternatives of how to go about things. Not just people who praise you, people who also challenge you and make you grow. Invest as much time as you can on such people after identifying them. Maintaining a relationship is a responsibility, so creating time for them is important. The people you hang around will either bring you up or bring you down. I'm gonna recommend a few series, okay, just 2 series. How I Met Your Mother, Friends. I think Friends is so famous. If you haven't watched it, I don't know what you're waiting for. Go watch it. Quality people will change your life with their ideas and their positivity, and toxic ones will destroy your life with their pessimism. So my parents often advised us to spend our younger years in building quality relationships, because when we get older and start having additional responsibilities like family, that time most quality people are busy and have no time for reconnecting anew with people, therefore are not always available. We need to build those relationships now than later. Number 2, invest in your dreams. Please watch my in-depth analysis of Think and Grow Rich. Your thoughts can shape your ambition, your ability to reach your dreams and bring them to reality. I really insist that you read that book. The Power of the Mind is Everything. Remember that when you're young, the spirit is strong. Waiting to actualize your dreams when you're much older, when you have additional responsibilities, can be quite a challenge. The last point is mental health. This might offend some people, but I don't believe that a degree or a PhD makes people educated. Rather, wisdom and knowledge do. A strong foundation comes from a successful investment of the mind. Read as much as we can. When you're younger, you have time. Especially now, we have time. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Reading is not easy. To just pick a book and start reading before that interest wakes up, and walks with you until the end of that book. It's quite a challenge. And when I was younger, I often wondered why we go to school for 4 years in college, 8 years in primary, to just learn theory than practical that contributes to 80% of that knowledge. In 6 months, I can learn a lot through experience than I would learn sitting in class, staring at a piece of paper and listening to a boring lecturer. That's what I used to think. But then in truth, we still pick skills from there, and a lot of skills we also get subconsciously through reading. For example, leadership, good grammar, confidence, science, technology, etc. Reading has broadened my horizon, and I'm sure it's gonna do the same for you too. But then we also need to read wisely, depending on one's interest. And I'm gonna use myself as an example. Currently I'm interested in making passive income, and I'm working towards getting there by increasing my knowledge in reading books related to that topic, researching on journals, watching videos of successful people and reading their biographies, finding out how they did it, how they went about the challenges they were facing, how many failures they encountered. Knowledge is power because its application is like a weapon. And thus comes to the end of today's video. I'm sure when you saw the title of the video, you might have thought that some business that you can just immediately run into. You cannot expect to build wealth on a weak foundation. So, improving on your relationships, make the people around you people of quality and eliminate toxic people. Mental health and reading, I believe this to be the true foundation of success. And with that, bye-bye. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope to see you next week. If you're new here, please subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Oh, yeah. I'm feeling so happy today. Okay, ciao. Today's shout out goes to Masi Coco. Masi, how are you? I know today's topic is something that you really enjoyed. We love growing our income. So I appreciate you for always giving me your honest opinion whenever I make a video, and please continue to do the same. Don't stop. Bye. See you soon.